So just coming from my Jersey Mike's lunch. I actually got a free sandwich today, so although I'm not supposed to be eating that, at least it was free today. I know that makes no sense, right? Anyways, let's get back to this tour so I can show you some more of the Red Oak, Glenn Heights area. All right, so we are back on the road, just leaving the nursery. Look, someone just asked me if I was an Aggie. Like, I don't shop for fashion, FYI. So if you see me with a Texas University shirt on, it's definitely not because I went there, because I went to school in DC. But yeah, this just happened to be on clearance at Ross, and I was looking for some athletic gear. So yeah, I'm not an Aggie or any of the other. I think I got another Texas college shirt too. It's orange and white, so I don't even know what university that is. But if you do know, put it in the comments, because I'm not sure what that other one is. But I did just find out that Aggie is, like, I guess their little nickname, and that's for Texas A&M and College Station, Texas. So I learn something new every day. One thing I will say about Red Oak, though, back to the tour, is there's a lot of churches here, a lot of places to get something to eat, and that's about it. Like, it's very rural, very conservative town, so that's pretty much what you're going to see. Like, there's literally a church on every other street, cross street, in the Red Oak area. And of course, like I said, those are the mobile homes over there. So this is pretty much Red Oak. A lot of greenery, a lot of food, a lot of church. And like I said, we're still growing, so in the newer subdivisions, that's where we were at when we started this video. You will see the movie theater, the restaurant, so it is trying to grow so that there's more things to do, because a lot of the people that are moving to the Red Oak, Glenn Heights area, most of them, you know, they have children, you know, maybe not yet high school age, so there needs to be more, you know, amenities / attractions to get people with families to want to move in this area. But again, we're also centrally located to Ferris, Texas, Ennis, Hutchins. So there are a few other little towns by here where you can, you know, work, play, commute. But today we're just going to focus primarily on Glenn Heights. And there goes the little pole up there at the top that says Glenn Heights. So that's how you know where you are in Dallas. There's usually some little landmark like that one that we're passing now. It says Glenn Heights. So that's pretty much it. I would like to tour Waxahachie. I could probably actually get that in today. This is like our first day of good weather here in Dallas, so at least in the last week. So I kind of had been stalling, but then decided to get more motivated to keep growing the channel, providing more content for people who are looking to move to Dallas. And I think these tours actually is a really great start, you know, for people to actually, you know, they're riding with me essentially from their house, and they can see, you know, the communities. So all of these homes that we're passing right here on the left and the right, these are D.R. Horton. They probably were built almost 4 or 5 years ago. So some of the people in this area are sticking and staying, and there's others that are looking to lease. or sell their properties. There's quite a few of them in Magnolia Meadows over there where we just passed. So there's quite a few people looking to move on to something newer. And then we're going to turn here. And that's pretty much it. I wanted to show you guys the nail shop that I go to sometimes, get my pedicures. That might be the only other little attraction in this Red Oak area. But again, very quiet. And then we have some rental homes coming up on the right hand side. But this is pretty much everything that I could show you as far as a certain mile radius. Now, mind you, there's a little bit more to Red Oak if we were to keep going south on 35, but not very much. Like I said, it literally, as you keep driving south, you'll be going into Waxahachie and then the other neighboring towns, going south to Waco. So that's pretty much it. That's all that's in this area. And I will hit you guys up with another video very soon so you guys can tour the next city with me. And of course we're going to do more home tours, but before I leave you guys, I wanted to show you, so there's still more construction being built in Red Oak. These are actually Century Community homes. These are the homes that I was saying that they're starting in the 400 range. So I'm just going to turn around so you guys can see that. We also have some Altura homes that have already, they're already breaking ground, the next phase of that. So there's actually some lots over here that are already, looks like they're already sold. Yep. There's some lots over here already sold. So people are still interested in moving to the city. There's quite a few of them sold actually already. So it's a lot of construction going on in this area. I didn't realize the street is called Maltese. Oh, that is so cute. Maltese Drive. So, yep. This is Red Oak, and the builder on these two phases is Altura, and then the street next to this one is Century Communities. Now, the Altura homes are starting in the low 300 range, but again, Century Communities is starting a little bit higher than that. They're in the high 300. Probably will be in 400 by third quarter for real estate. Yeah, this is pretty much the area. And then there's some more homes. Some of these have already been sold. But that's what we have in Red Oak. A lot of construction still being built. And I would say the plus or the advantage to the Red Oak area as far as purchasing versus another area is just that the price point is so much more affordable. There's, like I said, there's some homes starting in the low 300 range, but the disadvantage, I guess, would just be if you are not open to a rural area like this, where there's not a whole lot of activity going on outside of work, school, church, things like that. But again, if you're also open to driving out a little further to have fun and do things, then this could actually work for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me some comments down below on some other areas you'd like me to drive past so you can get more insight on the areas of Dallas. And again, my name is Sierra Tate with Tate Property Group, and I look forward to being of service to you. Okay, so we're back in and getting ready to leave the CVS and show you the last little parts of Red Oak. So let's go ahead and get started. This is so different for me, like driving and videoing at the same time, but as long as you focus on the road, you're all right. So I'm taking the little back side. So there's like a Mexican restaurant over here, Whataburger. I believe we have 2 banks that are just kind of like local banks. We don't have like the Chase or Bank of America or anything like that. I would, yeah, this is a Citizens Bank. That's what this is. So there's a Citizens Bank over here, and then if you turn right on 35, there's another bank by the Starbucks. But yeah, they don't have like the major banks that you would be used to banking with, not in Red Oak at least. You can find those banks, like in Waxahachie, they just opened up a new Chase branch. The Texas Trust Credit Union that I actually go to is in DeSoto. But that's pretty much it. And to the right, you'll see more construction. So, although I have not confirmed this, I do believe that there's going to be more homes, more new construction homes being built on this side of 35. Because now we're on I-35 going north. So the first way that we went to the Jersey Mike's and everything, that's going in the direction of south. But this road right here is I-35 north, I-35 in. So, and also, like, if you're not from the Dallas Metroplex or you're not sure, so I-35 is a free road that you can drive on. However, once you get to like Dallas North Tollway, like any of the tollways, George Bush Tollway, all of those you have to pay a fee for, or you would need to get a toll tag from NTTA. So, but right now, where Red Oak is located at is pretty much all free interstate. And again, mainly it's I-35 north and south. That is how you're going to get to Red Oak. And then, like I said, there's some construction going on over here to the right. So I believe they're building some new homes that should be coming soon, or some construction is going on over here to the right. So when you drive into Red Oak, that's pretty much what you'll see, is a lot of construction and some stores. We're now passing the sign that says Lancaster. So pretty much it's like you I don't know, you go into Red Oak and within a few miles you'll be in the next city over. So Lancaster, DeSoto, all of that is what is going north of Red Oak. And again, I'm just taking this road because of all the construction. This is the easiest way for me to get back to my destination. But yeah, so we're gonna make a left here, and this is the sign. I can slow up some. The right there that says Glenn Heights. So that's why you kind of use those two terms interchangeably, Glenn Heights and Red Oak, because that's pretty much what it is. So this is Bear Creek, and again, it's just not a lot of infrastructure over here right now. It's very rural. When we get to the light and turn left, there's few liquor stores, and then there's a Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, Dollar General. So there's a DART. So if you did not have transportation, there is a DART system that will take you further into the city of Dallas. Yeah, we're just going to cross right here. See, there's construction everywhere. So, and then to the right, there's like a barber shop, smoke shop. That's what you're going to see to the right. And then to the immediate left, past this emission station, is the DART public transportation. So that's actually the DART bus pulling out right there. So there is one form of transportation if you did not have a car and was moving to this Red Oak area, but it just depends on how far your home is from that DART station, because as you can see, again, it's very rural out here, so you could be walking for a long time. The gentleman right there is just walking. So to be honest, for me, like, if I was talking to you about moving to Dallas, definitely want to have a car. I don't see any part of the cities that I feel like someone would really be okay without having a car. So a car is definitely essential. But again, like I said, we do have some offered transportation in the area. I almost forgot, I have to stop at the nursery because I wanted to see, what flowers and stuff they have in the area. Because I was gonna just plant a few new ones in my flower bed, possibly, for whoever the new tenants are going to be for my house over here. So, yep, so we're just passing the Dollar General, all of that. There's actually some mobile homes to the right hand side. As I said, it's just very rural out here, so there's like several mobile home communities in Red Oak, which, depending on how much you're trying to pay for rent, that could actually be more affordable than renting a house, and maybe equivalent to an apartment. But yeah, they have a lot of mobile homes out here for rent. It's a park to the right. And this is pretty much Red Oak. I think there's one other area. Oh, and then there's some Bloomfield homes back in that area. But this is pretty much it. And then it's like Red Oak turns into like DeSoto, Lancaster, in just a few miles. So I'm gonna take this left right here, and that's pretty much it as far as Red Oak. Because as you go straight past this light, you are going into Cedar Hill. So Cedar Hill is right here, this cross street of Hampton Road, if you just keep going straight. And there's more shopping in that area. Like there's a Sprouts, there's a DSW, there's an Aldi. Like there's just so much more stuff in Cedar Hill as well. There's our Family Dollar. Like I said, when I first moved out here, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so rural. Like, it was just very rural. So I didn't realize it at first, but now I'm like, okay, there's like hardly nothing going on out here. Which could be a great thing too, because it means, you know, it's a safer area. See more mobile homes to the right, mobile home communities. So that's pretty much what is out here. And now we're pulling up to the nursery. I'm gonna see what flowers, if any, that I may decide to pick up today. And that will pretty much be it.